Now that we understand the difference between negative, opposite of, and subtract, for some students this seems to be an over explanation. But let's attack some simplifying of arithmetic expressions. Let's start down here. Negative 19 plus negative 2. We got two negatives and we're adding them together, and we just add them together and we get the answer negative 21. Now if the signs are different and we're adding again, it's an addition problem. We look at the larger in size, that would be the negative 8 in magnitude. So the answer is going to be negative 8 and positive 5. I think you've seen explanations of why that would be negative 3. Okay, now it's time to look at a couple more difficult ones. Let's look at this one. First I'm going to read it. It's 16 minus negative 13. Remember, negative 13 right next to the 13, and the subtractions in between the two quantities. Okay, back over here to the rules of subtraction. We're not going to attack subtraction as it is. We're going to change it to addition, but then take the opposite of the second quantity. So it becomes, subtract becomes add, and then we take the opposite of b. So here we have a subtraction symbol. We're going to change it to add, and now we want to take the opposite. We want to take the opposite of this number right here. The opposite of that is positive 13. And now it becomes a simple addition problem, and we get 29. Let's look at the next one. We're going to read it. Opposite, negative 12 minus 2. It's got all three different symbols for the negative sign. Okay, so I'm going to take the opposite of negative 12 and simplify it, and that would just give me 12. The problem is still a subtraction problem because that's after the 12, and we're subtracting 2. Now we could go through this subtraction, changing to add, but this is an obvious answer from our past math, and we know the answer there is plain 10. This one here would be negative 5 subtract 13. So we have a negative next to the 5, subtraction symbol. The subtraction symbol becomes addition, and then we have to take the opposite of the next quantity. So instead of subtract 13, it becomes add negative 13. So we had negative 5 and negative 13. That would be negative 18. Last one, 14 subtract negative 16. Change the subtraction to addition. Leave the first number always the same. Now we have to take the opposite of this quantity right here, so it becomes 14 plus the opposite of this is positive 16, and here we get the answer 30.